This activity is made possible by the voters of Minnesota through a Minnesota State Arts Board operating support grant, thanks to a legislative appropriation from the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and a grant from the Wells Fargo Foundation, Minnesota.
Hello, welcome to Schubert Club Music Museum. My name is Christian Adeti from Ghana, West Africa. Aniche. Djembe. Djembe is the most lauded West African instrument you can find in the whole world. You don't need to even mic it because the way we tune it. The tighter you tune this drum, the higher sound you get from djembe. The first thing you need to know about djembe is the skin. We use a goat skin. Goat skins are very light. So when we use a goat skin, that gives us the loud and then the sweet sound you get from djembe. And then after, you need the rope. The rope helps the skin to be pulled. You need the rings. The rings guide the skin so that it can be right on this wood. Now, you need the wood, which we call the shell. We have two types of shell that we use, which is the wood. And they are the most hardest wood you can find in Africa. The Iroko wood and then the Linke wood. So when we combine all these together, that's how we get to build a beautiful piece or a drum called djembe. Djembe have a meaning. In Malinke word, we say what? Get together in peace. That is djembe. So anywhere you see people get together, it doesn't matter if you're coming from the east, the west, the south. When you come together, we play in one accord, which brings the peace and the unity among the world. So that is djembe. And now, this djembe that they play also represent three things, which are the most important things in the community. We believe that the wood is a living tree. And then also, the skin is a living thing. And then the person that builds or assemble this instrument also is a living thing. So we call them three spirits. The one who cuts the tree, the skin that they use, and then the one who assemble it. So those are the three spirits we have in building this particular drum. So now we are about to talk about how to lay hands on this particular drum, djembe. We have 3 techniques. The first one is slap, the second is tone, the third is bass. So how do we place our hands on the first one? Slap. The fingers are apart, and then you place the middle part right at the edge, and then you tap it. So now let's listen to slap. So you see, fingers are open. Slap. So now the second one is what we call tone. And tone, the fingers are together. They are together. And then the same we did with the first, we're going to do with the second one. The middle palm, same, and then release, and then you got what? Tone. Tone. Now the third one is bass. The fingers are together and then curve a little bit. Right in the middle is where we get the bass. So let's combine those 3 together. We have slap, tone, and bass. So the first one is what? Open, close, close, and curve, which is the bass. Bass. So, and now let's try to speed it up a little bit. So we have slap, slap, tone, tone, bass, bass. You can learn that too. One more time. So that is a way to learn how to play African drum with your hands. Okay. So now, as we do have families too, the same way djembe also have family. So djembe's family are these 3 drums here. So djembe is the head of the family. So he always have to call, and then the 3 brothers, sisters, they have to respond to it. And this is the call. So you see, that is how they call each other. So these are djembe family. The first one I have here, which is the little one, is called kinkini. 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 And now, the other one on my left side here is called sangba. Sangba. And now, the big one in the middle, which we call the papa of the family, is called dunduba. Dunduba. Kenkeni, sangba, dunduba. So they work together as one family. Thank you.